Tanner, we've missed you. It's been 3 days. We hope that you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. We did, didn't we? As you can see, we got a little sun. We've been playing by the pool.
And I got sunburned.
Well, you know, I hope that...
Because we were swimming in the pool.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Today we're coming back to find out what is going to happen with Amelia Bedelia, and we just found out that their posters worked, right? Mm-hmm. And that the lieutenant was going to take the cat to the station to be their pet. Yep. So this is called Vanishes. Chapter 11. It says, clump, clump, clump. Clump, clump. All 4 kids raced up the stairs and they burst into Amelia Bedelia's room. They sounded like a herd of buffalo. Guess what, Pumpkin? You've got a new home, Amelia Bedelia shouted. But there was no answer from Pumpkin. Not a single purr or meow. Pumpkin was not rubbing against their ankles begging for attention. She was not curled up on the pile of clean folded laundry on Amelia Bedelia's bed. She was not batting the ears or chewing on the noses of Amelia Bedelia's stuffed animals. They checked every corner of the room. They looked under the dresser and behind the bed. They searched the closet. Finally, they had to admit it. Pumpkin wasn't there. "Mom!" yelled Amelia Bedelia. "Did you let Pumpkin out?" "No, Cupcake," answered her mother. She came upstairs. "I haven't opened the door of your room all day, except to put the clean laundry on your bed." Amelia Bedelia, Penny, Joy, and Skip looked at each other. "I bet Pumpkin snuck out when your mom brought in the laundry," said Penny. "My cats are really good at sneaking out like that." Got it. There they are. Thank you. "Pumpkin must be somewhere else in the house," said Amelia Bedelia. "Achoo, achoo, achoo." That must mean Amelia Bedelia's there because Mom's sneezing. And so...
Achoo, achoo, achoo.
I said Amelia Bedelia, I meant the cat. The cat has to be there because Mommy is still sneezing. "Please find her," said Amelia Bedelia's mother. She sneezed 3 times. Amelia Bedelia and her friends split up to search the house, but Pumpkin was not stretched out on the couch in the living room, or trying to poke her nose into the kitchen cupboards, or lurking under the dining table. She was not hiding in the bathtub or snoozing in the coat closet. Pumpkin had vanished. Finally, kept whining at the back door, scratching to go out. "Hey, girl, you could help us search for Pumpkin, you know," said Amelia Bedelia, patting finally on the head. "But go outside first." When she opened the door, finally shot out into the yard with a joyful bark. Amelia Bedelia saw a flash of orange and black and white dive into the hedge that separated their yard from the neighbors. "Pumpkin's outside!" she shouted to her friends. "Come on!" The 4 friends raced into the yard. Amelia Bedelia pointed to the hedge where Pumpkin had vanished, and they all ran to the neighbor's yard. But by the time they got there, Pumpkin was nowhere to be seen. "Oh no!" wailed Penny. "This is utterly..." Oh, that's a hard word. Cataclysmic? Cataclysmic? Had to sound that one out.
Grown-ups sometimes have to sound words out.
We do. I had to find a word part that I already knew. It was cat. And then the rest I had to figure out after that. All right, show them that great picture. Maybe we can show these other people the word and see if they can tell me what the word actually is. If you can tell me the word, post it. It does look backwards, but say it on the post and try to help me sound out that word. That's
we
a
don't
hard
know
one.
what it is.
It sure is, agreed Amelia Bedelia, but we'll find her. We need supplies. Amelia Bedelia hurried back to her house and told her mother where she and her friends were going. She grabbed a container of tuna fish, of course she did, out of the refrigerator and Finally's leash from the hall closet. "Finally loves Pumpkin," she told her mother. "I bet she can find her." They looked under bushes and up in the trees. They searched flower beds and recycling bins, but there was no sign of Pumpkin. "Here, kitty, kitty, kitty," Amelia Bedelia called. She held a morsel of tuna in front of her and waved it around. They hurried down the sidewalk, stopping everywhere they ran into. Have you seen a lost cat? They asked over and over. Black and orange and white? But no one had seen Pumpkin. Penny began to look worried. What if she goes out in the street? She asked anxiously, and gets hit by a car or meets a mean dog. She probably thinks all the dogs are as friendly as Finally, but some of them don't like cats. What if we can't find her at all? We'll find her, Penny, said Amelia Bedelia. We found her once. We can do it again.
No, can I show the picture?
Oh, sure. I'm so sorry.
Oh, we missed the first page.
There wasn't any picture on the first page, but let's go ahead and show our friends this one.
Oh, okay.
Here she is. There's the pumpkin and the dog going
Wait,
out.
where is the pumpkin?
Well, there's tuna fish, and then Pumpkin's not on here. They're looking for her, but there's Finally searching for them, huh?
So the dog is probably sniffing.
You're probably right.
Where
Sniffing
the
the
cat is.
Good thinking. Suddenly, Finally started to prance and wag her tail. She stuck her nose up into the air and sniffed. Look, said Amelia Bedelia. I bet Finally can smell Pumpkin. Finally definitely smelled something. She pulled hard on her leash, towing Amelia Bedelia in the direction of Oak Tree Elementary. But Finally wasn't headed to the front entrance of the school or the playground. Instead, she pulled them around the outside of the playground. Along one side of the street was the playground, and on the other side of the fence was the tree where they'd first found Pumpkin. Across the street were the backyards of many different houses. Finally dragged Amelia Bedelia to a gate that led into one backyard. Finally put her nose to the space where the gate met the ground and sniffed hard. Look, there's a hole where she's sniffing, said Joy, pointing. Oops, we gotta show the pictures. I almost forgot. There you go. Good job. Well, we're almost done. 2 more pages. It was a hole about the size of a young, small cat. Finally whined and pawed at the hole. Pretty soon she dug a hole the size of an excited small dog. Finally, no, said Amelia Bedelia, pulling her back. Come on, she said to her friends. Maybe Pumpkin is in there. Amelia Bedelia unlatched the gate. She hoped that the people who lived there would not mind 4 kids and a dog barging into their backyard. After all, this was a genuine emergency. The backyard had tomato plants and a big patch of mint around the stone patio with a picnic table. But it had no orange and black and white cat anywhere that the 4 friends could see. Still, Finally was so excited that she danced up on her hind legs, spun in a circle, and yanked her leash right out of Amelia Bedelia's hands. She raced up to an open window, barked, then sat with her nose in the air, sniffing as hard as she could. Oh. All right, last page. Let's see what happens. Something was cooling on the windowsill.
It was a pie.
You looked at the pictures to help you, didn't you? It was a pie with a crispy brown crust. It smelled of cinnamon and nutmeg and something else. Pumpkin. Finally had led them to a pumpkin, just as Amelia Bedelia had known she would. But not Pumpkin the cat. She had led them to a
pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Wait, I said pumpkin like as like the cat.
I know, but it's pumpkin pie.
What if
it's pumpkin pie? They didn't find pumpkin, did they?
Cat.
Oh no, they wouldn't do that. Take them and show them the picture of this pumpkin pie, and tomorrow we will be back to read another chapter, chapter 12, called But Satisfaction Brought Her Back. Bye, everyone.
Bye.